Yo, what is up with y'all, man? I hope you're doing good. If you're new and you're a fan of the NBA, subscribe to this NBA channel. So let's get straight into it.
I love DeAndre.
Yeah.
Huh?
He might end up in Cleveland.
I love DJ.
But well, first we're gonna kick the tires at New Orleans. See if y'all want this #1 overall pick and Kevin Love for old AD.
Yeah. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. We gotta kick.
You probably already called New Orleans yourself.
We gotta kick the tires and see. You never know. Hey, you might not want to sell that car, but if I make you an offer, you'll let it go.
Yeah.
I swear to y'all, man, Undisputed is the best sports show out right now. Won't be the best until I start mine up, but that's beside the point. I know you heard what Shannon Sharp said. He basically stated that the Cavs were gonna offer K-Love and the Brooklyn Nets pick for Anthony Davis. Pelicans fans, I already know you guys probably disliked the video already. Damn right. Damn, straight up? Yeah, I'm finna report this vid too. Hey, chill out, it's not that serious. It's too late. Oh. I've told you guys probably too many times on why the Pelicans will be eventually forced to trade away Anthony Davis, whether they like it or not. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm gonna give you a quick brief summary on why eventually Anthony Davis will be traded. The Pelicans are basically broke cap space wise, and they're going to be for many years because of numerous overpaid players. And due to them having no money, that means they're not allowed to lure any top dogs in free agency. They won't even be able to pay any good role players a reasonable salary because of the multiple overpaid players they have on their roster. And some of the players that the Pelicans have on their roster aren't proven yet in the NBA, besides Rondo, Holiday, Cousins, and of course Anthony Davis. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to mention that DeMarcus Cousins just had a possible career-altering injury. So there's a huge chance, according to players who have had the same injury, that DeMarcus will not come back the same player. And if the AD doesn't have the normal, dominant, best big man in the NBA by his side, DeMarcus Cousins, he basically has no chance to win an NBA championship ever with the New Orleans Pelicans. It's wrapped, they have zero chance of winning. I don't even think with the roster that they have right now that they can be able to make even the Western Conference Finals. Take a look at this clip discussing if he's following the path of ex-NBA player Kevin Garnett, if he's waiting too long to demand a trade from his current team.
So you wonder if you followed in that same path.
But then again, you're like, this year could be the year. Like, you don't know.
Stop it. Get some help.
He's basically already questioning his future in New Orleans, and he's also noticing the pattern that's going on between KG and AD's career. So the team that many people, including myself, believe that Anthony Davis is going to get traded to is the Boston Celtics. It just makes too much sense for it to not happen. But there's another team out there that potentially has the assets to make a deal happen. From the title you read and by the look of that thumbnail, you already know what I'm talking about, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now I have a trade idea that would be fair for both sides. So we all know the Cavs have the Brooklyn Nets pick this year. The Brooklyn Nets have been completely trashed this year. Well, I mean, they're actually supposed to be bad, but I didn't expect them to be on this level of badness. You know what I mean. The Brooklyn Nets are just 3 to 4 more losses away from being one of the top 5 worst teams in the NBA. And more importantly than that, I don't know if you've noticed, but when the Cavs have needed it the most these past few years, they somehow land the #1 overall pick. For example, the Cavs pick back in 2011, which was originally the Clippers, but the Clippers ended up trading their pick to the Cleveland Cavaliers. In 2011, that pick was projected to be around #7, but somehow it landed as the #1 overall pick, which was eventually Kyrie Irving. So the NBA probably did a little rigging to help out the Cavs, but it is what it is. We can't do anything about it. So that's how the Cleveland Cavaliers ended up with Kyrie Irving. A lucky bounce. And here's another coincidence how the Cavs landed another #1 overall pick back in 2013. So at the end of the 2012 NBA season, the Cavs finished as tied the 3rd worst team in the NBA. But they somehow find a way to land another #1 overall pick. And they got the #1 overall pick over a team that's won 7 games in an NBA season. Just 7 games. That was the Charlotte Hornets. Do y'all see this pattern? How the hell did the Cavs get the #1 overall pick over a team that just won 7 games in an NBA regular season? You know and I know what has been going on. And it shouldn't have to be said because, to be honest, we both know what's going on behind the scenes.
It's rigged.
So anyways, due to the evidence just given, I'm almost 100% sure that somehow, some way, the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to land at least a top 2 pick this year. And the Cavs can either do 2 things with that pick. They can draft a young player who has star potential, or they can create a trade package and include that pick for another star to try to persuade LeBron James into staying with Cleveland. Now, of course, the team the Cavs will most likely reach out to is the New Orleans Pelicans. And I already told you what type of situation New Orleans is in. They dug themselves in a hole so deep that they can't climb out of. So they need to rebuild and start all over. And the Cavs actually have a rebuilding package that doesn't seem too bad at all. They can offer the Nets pick, which will most likely be top 2. And then along with the Nets pick, they can offer K-Love for Anthony Davis. It's a pretty solid rebuilding package. It's not great, but it's pretty okay. NBA. Oh, now something that some of y'all have to understand is that once a superstar player is traded from a team, more than likely the team that trades away that superstar player never gets the same value back. So for the Pelicans, it doesn't matter where they trade AD, they're gonna take an L regardless. Now, could the Pelicans find an offer better than Caleb and the Nets pick? Probably so. I won't be surprised if they do. But not many teams can offer you a top 2 pick in the NBA draft, and along with that, an all-star caliber player, Kevin Love. With that Nets pick, the Pelicans could potentially draft the next NBA superstar to go ahead and rebuild their team around. Then I'm pretty sure they'd want to go ahead and trade away Kevin Love for more assets, which is legal in the NBA. And Kevin Love has pretty good value in today's NBA, so I'm pretty sure they can get great assets out of him. Now let's talk about how this would affect the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a GG for the rest of the league. They would have LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
That's tough. I ain't gonna lie, for real.
These two players, LeBron James and Anthony Davis, give the Warriors the most problems by far out of every single player in every single team in the NBA. We already know what LeBron can do and has done to the Warriors before. But let's talk about that man AD. Back when he was just 21 years old, in his very first playoff series, he played against the Warriors. And that Warriors team went on to win the NBA championship that year. And in that 4-game series that he had against the Warriors, by the way, he got swept, yeah. He's 21 years old, he didn't really have that much help, so it is what it is. But anyways, Anthony Davis himself in that series was absolutely spectacular. At just the age of 21 years old, he averaged 32 points, 11 boards, and 3 blocks a game. He was a one-man show at the age of 21, giving the Warriors the business. AD literally destroys the Warriors every single time he goes up against them. And imagine that man paired up with LeBron James. Screw the third star, they don't need that. I believe LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and a good supporting cast, which the Cavaliers do have, would be enough to beat the Warriors in a 7-game series. If the Cavs found a way to get Anthony Davis on their roster, I'm telling you, there is no way in hell that LeBron James would leave the Cleveland Cavaliers. With all due respect to LeBron James, he'd be an idiot to leave a team that consists of Anthony Davis, George Hill, Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance Jr., and etc. That is a well-rounded championship level roster. But this is the end of the video, man. I'm almost 100% sure that the Cleveland Cavaliers will make a pitch to the New Orleans Pelicans for Anthony Davis. Will the Pelicans accept it? Probably not. I don't know. Because the Pelicans could probably get a better offer out of the Boston Celtics. But this is the end of the video, man. This is a little fun topic. I don't think Anthony Davis will get traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers, even though it would be insanely lit. I still don't think it would happen. But this is the end of the video, man. Let me know what you guys think. Give this video a like. I appreciate you for watching, and I get right with you. What's up with y'all, man? So I ended up recording and editing that video all day yesterday, and I ended up falling a little short of my 8 to 10 minute goal. But you know what? I still feel like I did pretty good. Did you guys like the view of the Anthony Davis highlights that I recorded off of my camera? To be honest, I felt like it was fire as hell. But at the same time, ooh, that's a big condor. But at the same time, I felt like it was kind of bougie. I don't know, man. I thought it was pretty cool because it had a kind of cinematic feel to it. Let me know how you feel about it. But this is the end of the video, man. I appreciate you for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this whole video, and I'll get right with you.
No way, remember back when I couldn't get a play, no home, I ain't have a place to stay, I got to work, made it free to wait, told my girl who that